Hi, this is going to be a quick tutorial on adding a reoccurring event to your app. So what you want to do is you want to come into log into Moby Builder. You'll come to the welcome or home screen here. You'll go into content and you'll navigate to your events tab. Here this could be called upcoming or schedule or a number of different things. So if you want to check and see which exact tab is your events tab, you just come to the functionality tab. And then you would just scan through the names here, what looks like events, and then you can look at the tab function. Here this shows Events tab V2. We always want to be using the version 2 of the Events tab. Gives you a more interactive option with utilizing your events. So now we know this is the Events tab, easily named Events. Click on Events, and that will bring up the Events content editing area. So here we're going to do a reoccurring event. So we click reoccurring, and that brings up your existing reoccurring events that are in the system. Then you click add a new reoccurring event. It's very similar to the single event. You can change the background and text color here. Click update if you have any changes. The difference here is you choose the day of the week that you want this event to be on, and then you choose the event time that you want and for how long it is going to last. So go for 4 hours, so that way it's going to go from 3 until 7. Here, there's this new event, this new, let's call it, this new reoccurring event. And we're going to go ahead and leave this as active. Just like on the standard event, we can activate and inactivate this and bring it in at any time. So if this is going to reoccur for a 6-week period, this might be a Dave Ramsey money course, Financial Peace University, or whatever. It might be a small group that's meeting. It could be a number of different things that might have a term that it's going to go for, and you can leave it active for that amount of time and then inactivate it, and it might be coming back next quarter or something of that nature. So here you can edit this tab with all the different functions here, like altering a Word document. You can also click on the HTML tab and expand this little box out if it starts small. And within the body area, all of this, you can add HTML code, whether that's an iframe of a website out there, or a form that's out there, a event registration, or a number of different things you can embed onto this particular tab. Or you can create the content here just by typing your information into this box. And then the header image, this is just down lower than your standard event or the single event that's up at the top. Here we're at the bottom, so here we can just go in and find the header image that you're working with. And then once you click save, it's going to give you that option to crop that. I always choose yes, just so we can get that guy looking correct. Now you can go into our image library and see the exact size of this. Is 640 by 240. This particular image is a little larger than that, but I've got it pretty well in a colored area here, better than I did on the single event tutorial. And you also save cropping, and now that reoccurring event is live in the app, so we can go preview that. And go into events. And now there's our reoccurring event. There's that tab. The header looks a lot nicer since I brought that up rather than having the white around it. And then here's the content. So that is how you add a reoccurring event. I'm going to go in there and delete this reoccurring event since we are operating in a live app. One quick mention, I mentioned the active and inactive tab here, so we can click this, save changes. Now that will drop to the bottom. New reoccurring event. So it's not live in the app now, but the information is still there for bringing this in and out. So if it goes, as I mentioned, for a termed time for 6 weeks or whatever, you can keep it in there for 6 weeks. Once that event's over and you know it's going to be coming back at a later date, you just inactivate it, and once it's ready to go again, you pop back in, reactivate it, and change the information, and there you go. So go ahead and delete this, say OK, and that disappears, and we are done with a reoccurring event. And if you have any questions about reoccurring events, please email support@mobilewisemedia.com.